Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody favorite baby daddy, the voice of the street, man. And today we go be in LA with it, y'all, and we go be in Houston with it. So hit that like button, y'all, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get right into it. Now I knew, well, I can't say I didn't see this coming, y'all, because I actually did. I knew this was a long shot. We talking about LA. Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon both went for their bond hearings. Of course, they were denied bond, right? Bricc Baby, he taking it kind of good. You know, his spirit is up. Ain't nothing else he could do. He ain't gonna be caught in the world crying. I guess he's smart enough to do that. You know, he look at it like he said, man, listen, they turned down $1 billion. They didn't let Diddy out of jail. They ain't let Lil Durk out of jail. They didn't yet Young Thug out of jail. Once they get you a high profile case, your chance of making bond are very slim unless you was just squeaky clean and you caught a case and they gave you a bond. It don't work like that. Once you get on the hook, you got to ride it out, baby. You got to take it all the way. So you might as well ask for a speedy trial and let's get to it. And y'all need to start watching what y'all say on the phone. You know, I don't know why y'all study doing that, but I know what it is, y'all. It's for financial gain. You know what I mean? They making money off that. Everybody tuning in, everybody stealing their content, clipping it up, using it, because everybody want to know what's going on. Everybody is intrigued about this situation. So all the other YouTubers, when we hear them say something, we grab it, bing, put it on our channel, bing, 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 clip it up, chop, put it up. It's all over everywhere. You know, it's all everywhere. And it is what it is, man. You know, Bricc Baby said that boy, No Jumper ain't been accepting his phone calls. Well, duh, yeah, he ain't. He might have got another phone call. You start trying to help that motherfucker, and we gonna come down on you harder. It ain't no coincidence that he go say all of a sudden he going bankrupt and he going broke. He finna shut down a few things. He's saying that so Bricc can hear it and think, damn, I ain't know my boy was having money problems. No wonder he ain't buying me out. No wonder he ain't been sending me no money. The man ain't having money problems, y'all. The man having Fed problems. Now, I can't believe to a certain extent. I told y'all he ain't broke like everybody else be broke. His problem is he have over exceeded his limit with his company. You know, he got too many people on the payroll. He got too much money going out and not enough coming in, basically. That explains it better. He got too much money going out and not enough coming in. So he had to cut back on some expenses. You know, I don't need this big ass warehouse. You know, so he finna close that down. He had somewhere else he closed down a few things, and that's what he doing. You know. And Bricc Baby. And then I heard another YouTuber say the same thing. A lot of them guys, I think them the guys that's from Cali and kind of know him already, you know. They make a little money off using his name. They sending it to him. Which is a good thing to do, you know. It's cool. But if y'all sent a motherfucker some money every time we talked about a person's name, we wouldn't have shit. Now, if y'all getting big money, it's life-changing money, yeah, you can break him off. You done made that them at 10, 15,000 off a video with his name in it. Yeah, I can see you sending him 1,000, 2,000, something like that. But not a motherfucker that's still getting low numbers, barely reaching 1,000. No, they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. And Luce Cannon wife, she's so hurt. She's so hurt. She like, man, and y'all stop talking about My boy Luce Cannon's a snitch. Stop saying that. He ain't no snitch. He had a twin brother, and his twin brother was using his name, and they took some cases, which is a true story, y'all. They took some cases off of his brother's name and put it on his name, right? And sometimes that's a problem in court. I went through that situation once before too, y'all. My friend had used my brother's name. We had went to jail on the case. The cases was together too. And my name Maurice Jewett, and my friend had used Melvin Jewett. But when they got me, and I was end up in custody, and then he wasn't in custody at the time. In fact, he was in custody under another name, his name. Now they get to court. I go to court. Melvin Jewett. They called me out there. Hey, my name ain't Melvin, bro. What? My name ain't Melvin. My name Maurice. I ain't Maurice paperwork. I'd be a damn fool to be up there talking about fighting a case under Melvin when that ain't me. That mean I'm finna fight his case, y'all. You know what I mean? I'm not finna fight his case. Y'all go get that case to whoever the fuck you go get it to, but not me. So that's probably what Bricc Baby going through. The lawyers, they got to separate and sort it out. They go be able to pull it up and be like, whoever named this was, but it is hurting him that this motherfucker look just alike. See, in my situation, all they had to do is pull up the booking photo, and they can see, oh yeah, that's not him. Okay, that they came in on the same date. Oh, okay. Well, they came in together. That's why the mix-up is, but they can look at my face. Although me and my brother look alike, but me and that nigga who was acting like he was my brother, we did not look alike. So, plus he was taller than me, all that. So, but yeah, Bricc Baby them, man, they got to sit it down, man. I mean, it got to hurt y'all when you out here living your best life, doing something. Bricc Baby was calling himself doing something positive, y'all. Adam had gave him a job. He finna be off the street. They straight. But sometimes they be reaching for the content. You know what I mean? You reaching so far for the content that you are talking about real life situations and you're explaining too much. Because a lot of times when something happens to people, they put out half the information, and the police always hold back a little piece of information. And when you speak on something, it be something that only the killer know. And if you on the podcast talking about, yeah, when they killed that girl around the corner, man, the bitch had on a red scarf. And then the police saying, that was our holdback. What the fuck you just say? He said she had on a red scarf. Yeah, hey, let's grab this nigga. And all because you was talking so much, you didn't even realize that only person knew she had a red scarf was the people who killed her. And the media hadn't put it out there. So when you blurt it out, you let them know you close to that situation. And if you sitting on the podcast, y'all getting high and drinking, you start feeling yourself, you start talking a little more shit, talking gangster. Every hour go by, you getting more and more gangster. Like Bricc Baby say, man, I got more kills than you got squabbles in the hood. Bitch, stop playing with me. That's what he told Luce Cannon. I got more kills than you got squabbles in the hood. Little shitty. Or big shitty. Now how you get a name like that, Bricc Baby? Shitty. Now I told y'all some crazy shit. Look, Luce Cannon and Big Shitty. What's up with that nigga? That nigga full of shit. That's what's up with him, Joe. Don't fuck with that nigga. Okay, what's up with his brother? He full of shit too, man. No, neither one of them niggas don't fuck with him. They full of shit. Little Shitty and Big Shitty. Fuck both of them niggas. They both full of shit. They both full of shit. And they running with niggas like Big U doing what he doing. Oh my God. Y'all robbing people and giving them their shit back, making them pay, and you double dipping. And Luce Cannon thought it was a good idea for him to explain that the robbery, because he thought he was doing this, y'all, telling on Big U. That's what he thought he was doing, showing you how shady he was. But you was involved too. And he said, "Why we at the house, counting up the what we got, he this nigga come to the door with the people we just tore off. Like, hey man, just give him so much back and then we good." And he go back with the nigga that they was robbed, right? Come back after they never robbed him. Now the money that he get from the little guys, he keep his big cut. Plus he got a cut for the nigga that he brought back. So he done double dipped on everybody. Everybody. And if you want to know why he didn't like Nipsey, y'all, Nipsey was getting bigger than him. He was becoming more harder to control. And how they said, nobody is bigger than the program. Nobody normally try to be bigger than the program. But when you start making more money than the niggas that run the program, you kind of lose a little respect. And that's what happened. Nip started losing respect for Big U. And Big U couldn't handle that. You can't disrespect authority, bro. You getting a big head. We call that in Chicago when a nigga got authority and his head get big, you power struck. That means you done let this motherfucker shit go to your head. Like if we give a guy a spot and he a general for a few days, it go to his head. He done got power struck. You been a general 24 hours, you done passed out 17 violations. Nigga like, what? He violated that nigga? Man, he violated that nigga on the block last night, G. Told them they always in violation, they wasn't on shit, they wasn't standing on me. I'm talking about he violated all them niggas. And then that's why you always have more than one general. And other generals have to come around there and stand on, hey, bro, you put your hand on one more nigga, bro. Fuck wrong with you? You ain't been a G long enough to be calling a play like that, nigga. You supposed to call 3 or 4 of us and woke us up before you got down like that, nigga. Hell is wrong with you? And the problem with our little guys now, they don't want to listen to nobody. They don't want to listen to nobody. And then they all, so right now, ratchet is in, y'all. You hear me? Ratchet is in and dumb and slow is in. It's like they like being dumb and slow. And disrespectful. That's in style right now too, being disrespectful. Man, I almost knocked my mama out, boy. Straight up the other day, I always knock my mama out, man. I mean, she be that close, man. On gang, I wanted to knock her out, boy. On 4 them grade, Joe. Some of these niggas, they don't know what fucking gang they in. On 4 them grade. 4 them grade or folks them grade? Which one is it? I don't even try to know, y'all. That's how I just stay out the way and out these niggas' business. These young boys, they want to be known as YN. These YNs, it's not living long. It ain't the toughest and the toughest that lasts the longest on the street. It's the smartest, the smoothest guy. The toughest guy always get walked down because he did so much. And other people put in work too that don't get walked down. That's because they quiet about their shit, what they doing. And then, as we used to say back in the day, oh, that's on the player side. You did so much shit on the player side that people give you a pass. Oh no, Shrimp cool, man. Shrimp cool. But he calling for them niggas over there. Yeah, well, if you can get close to him, man, it ain't gonna be easy, bro. It ain't gonna be easy. And you got to move how you move. I be understanding this. I be like, damn, this is what I don't like about all the guys that be on the internet acting like they tough. You know, you see them with 30, 40 guns in the video, and when a nigga slide up on them in the street, they ain't got a gun nowhere around. And that would be okay, right? If you stop talking so much shit. If you weren't popping so much. You know, if you weren't popping so much. You know, at least one thing I say, Bricc Baby kept it on him, y'all. He kept it on him. Even he made some small mistakes, but he kept it on him. They said he was coming to rob Bricc Baby, and he upped his gun and was shooting it in the air, gave the guys a warning shot, right? And the guys scurried off. The police pulled the surveillance camera, and they got that footage. They charged him with one of those cases. Then he was at No Jumper, and this, y'all remember him and Luce Cannon was going back and forth for a minute, right? And then Bricc Baby, first time they met, did that, and his pistol showed, right? He really wanted Luce Cannon to see he had a gun. You know, that's what he wanted him to do. Yeah, I want this nigga to know I'm strapped so he won't try it. And Whack 100, he had a big part in that because he was the one fucking with Luce Cannon. That was Luce Cannon guy. They got close. Because Luce Cannon wanted to get in the YouTube world and start doing his content. So he went in through Whack, and Whack gave him a few connections, and the rest is history. But sometimes I don't know if these guys be lying or not, y'all, because I heard Luce Cannon said that him and old girl, he said he owned 15 Airbnbs. He said a few buildings. He named a lot of shit. And I'm like, what? Well, you doing good, bro. You don't need to be on TV talking, because that's what got him caught up. If you own all that, you got a wife that's submissive, that means y'all doing good. Y'all getting money, you dicking her down. Man, you should have rolled that out. And you didn't have to be talking or doing nothing. You should have been trying not to do anything illegal. I'd have had her get a firearm in her name, and it'd have been her pistol. It'd have been her gun. And every time we ride, she got a strap. I don't, you know. But some people don't be thinking like that, y'all. They don't be thinking like that. I don't think they be thinking at all. Now, let's go down to Houston, y'all. Do y'all know they just sent 6 women into space? 6 women into space for just a few minutes, y'all. Just a round trip ticket. Real quick, y'all. Real quick. Elon Musk, man, he had the space shuttle thing, right? And do y'all know the last time we had 6 women or women up in space, y'all, was in 1963. Yep. 1963. The Soviet Union sent some women up there, and they just went up there and turned around. They didn't land on the moon or do nothing. And the reason y'all ever want to know and worry about the joke that they say that we never went to the moon, you know why they faked it like they went to the moon first, y'all? So they could beat the Soviet Union to the moon. That's why they went in the studio and filmed it, and you see a flag waving and shit, and you be like, I thought there wasn't no gravity up there, and this motherfucker just, oh, you know, what the fuck going on? But, hey, they pulled it off, man. Everybody was proud, man. Proud. One step for mankind, one step, you know, and he, you know, and then I see the other movies. You see the man, he's on the moon, he's bouncing because there's no gravity up there. That was in the other movie where they sent the damn fools up there to drill on that. You know, I don't know, I like disaster movies, y'all. Do y'all like movies? I like disaster movies like that. Not when it's fuck the whole world up like that, but when the world have to come together and come get a solution to solve the problem that's destroying the world. Them type of movies I like. You know what I mean? Like Armageddon, where they had to go up there and drill on the damn asteroid. Things like that. I like movies like that. Just something about it. But look, I was talking to a lady earlier today, right? And she was telling me she got a fire stick, right? She say, Diddy, I don't know if it's his videos, pictures, or what, but Diddy videos, y'all, are now in the horror section. Somebody please leave me a comment and tell me if y'all got fire stick or whatever. I guess whatever she had, she did say it was a fire stick. Tell me, is Diddy shit in the horror section? Oh, that is crazy. But Diddy didn't play a nan horror movie, right? If I'm not mistaken, I know Snoop played in one, but I don't remember Diddy playing in there. No. So they just saying this a horrible person. They put this shit in the horrible section, right? With the horror movies. Boy, I tell you, this world is something else, y'all. You hear me? Something else. Among the women that went up there, y'all, we had Gayle King go up there. Katy Perry went. And then we had 4 other people. They all were celebrities, technically. And they went up there, y'all. They got a chance to float. You know, they floated around for a few minutes, hung out. They looked down at the earth, got a few shots. They went on, did whatever they did. And then they got ready to come back down to earth. And then what they do, separate from the thing and drop. And now they back to earth already. Was it worth it? They say yes, it was. It was a hell of an experience. You feel me? Anyway, man, it's your boy G Shrimp, everybody, Faye Baby Daddy, Voice of the Street. I'm gonna plant you now, dig you later, man. Y'all, make sure y'all join that membership. Some of you people, if you can't put nothing in the cash app, I want you to just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, or join the membership. That'll be good for me. That help the channel also. You feel me? I'm out of here.